One of the portal sign options to ask users to sign their email. We have a mechanism to validate users' email so that we can make sure whatever email data and user info collected are valid so that we can use them for marketing and security purposes. And under the login method, there are three different variations. The simplest way is really just to use email OTP and make sure you have put in your email SMTP settings as well. You can use external SMTP server to send the OTP, or you can use the built-in SMTP options. So you don't have to change anything here. I just click on save. And on the left side is my phone. We can just ready to test and just connect to the SSID. And once you start browsing, or some phone will automatically prompt the user to sign in. So as a user, you just put in the email address and agree to the terms and get OTP. Then you will get free 10 minutes access so that you can check your emails. If you don't put in your correct email address, the most you get is 10 minutes free access. So if you check your connection status now, I'm just getting free 10 minutes access. And now I'm just going to have to check my email validation link and click on the validation link so that we can get long-term permanent access. So that's basically a very secure way to make sure the email that you put in is a valid email. Otherwise, the most you get is 10 minutes free access. So if you just check my connection status again, there's no more time restriction. That means for this session, I have no restriction, I get permanent access. So that's the simplest way of allowing users to sign using their email and at the same time make sure the email address are accurate. There's less information about the users themselves. So then other option is to ask user to register so that the next time they don't have to get the OTP again. They just need to put in the correct email and the password. And at the same time, when they register, we can capture their user information. So if you enable this option, there are also some optional parameter you can enable to capture info about the user, name or gender or country or mobile number. So I'm not going to ask them to put in mobile number because they can put in any fake numbers here. The only thing we're validating right now here is really about their email. So I just log out. As a normal user, the first time when you try to sign up, when you're trying to sign into the portal, you have no email or password. You have to click on sign up. So the moment you're signing up, you have to put in your personal info, whichever the venue owner is interested to capture about the user. And the email has to be accurate because a validation link was sent to the email address. And now we click on submit. The same process applies. You get 10 minutes free access so they can check your email. And this time the email will give you a password so that you can use them to log in next time. So I'm just going to check my email. And there's a password here. And there's also a validation link, which I have to click to make sure my email address is correct. Once I click on the validation link, I get a permanent access for this session. And at the same time, in the system under the user management, you will see the user is inserted into the database and the registration info is being captured, the name and email address. If you have asked for other info, they'll be stored and captured here as well. So the next time when the users try to sign again, so I just try to log out and simulate the next time I try to sign in. So all you have to do is really just to put in the email and the password that was sent to the email in the first time registration. And you log in, you get full permanent access for this session. So that's how this option works. As you can see, I have no restriction as well. I get full access. So the other option is because each time for this option, the users still have to put in email and the password. Sometimes they may not remember the password that is sent to their email when they do the registration. So the other option is basically just do a one-time registration. The next time when you try to sign in, you just put in your email address. The sole purpose of this is really to validate the email and also to capture users' registration details. But it's less secure because the users are not asked to put in the password. They're only asked to put in the email address. So as a user, when I try to sign in, I'm not asked to enter any password. I'm only asked to put in my email. But if you haven't signed up, you will not be able to log in. So I have to click to sign up. So this run is really basically to capture the user's information and also to validate their email address as well. And submit. The same process applies. 10 minutes free access so that they can check their validation link. Check my email. Click on the validation link. Then I will get permanent access for this session. Check my connection status. Have no restriction on the time. So the next time when I try to come back again, the only thing I have to enter is really just the email address only. Again, this is less secure, but it's easier for the users. Less secure is because if somebody else knows my email and he knows that I've already registered into the system, they can just potentially log into the system using my email. So there's no way I can validate that. So it's really a trade-off between the ease of use and also the security. That's all for this demo. I'll see you again next time. Thank you.